Hey guys, it's Maddie from Let's Eat Plans, and today we are doing a vegan Costco haul. I have a lot of pantry staples in this haul that I needed to stock up on, and with that, let's get started. First up, of course, we're gonna do the frozen items. I got our staple, the riced cauliflower. You guys probably know by now, I love this riced cauliflower. I use it in everything from soups and stews to smoothies. You can even add it into cooked rice or cooked grain if you need to add a little more veggies into your meal, and it's very convenient because it comes in these 4 separate freezer bags, which makes it a lot easier to store in the freezer because you don't need to find space for this one large bag. You can store them individually wherever there's space. Our other favorite freezer veggie is this organic corn. This is my husband Q's favorite thing to get at Costco. He puts it in almost everything, and even though we're coming off of a summer with a lot of fresh corn, he still likes to have this on hand, and it's a really good price at Costco. Also going into the freezer is the tofu. This one actually has been in the freezer already. So I usually buy 2 of the 3 packs of their organic tofu. One of them I'm actually keeping fresh this time. I'm not putting both in the freezer, and I'll probably use this week. But then the second one I will just store in the freezer for as long as needed. If you take it out of the freezer and defrost it, you can wring out all the moisture with your hands. It works much better than even a tofu press, and then you have nicely pressed tofu ready to soak up your marinade. Next, going into the freezer is going to be these raw cashews. I love cashews for both cashew cream and also for making cheese sauces, and I don't use them that often, so I just keep them in the freezer. That will help keep them fresh. If you guys don't know, nuts can go rancid if they're kept like in the pantry for too long. They don't have a forever pantry shelf life. So I just like to keep them in the freezer to keep them fresh longer, and then when I'm ready to use them, I like to defrost them by soaking them in hot water because I usually need to soften them in hot water anyway. So it actually works out perfectly for using them. And these are just the plain, raw, unsalted, untoasted cashews. I find that they're the best for making into cashew creams and cheeses. And the last item going into the freezer is this Silver Hills sprouted bread. Bread freezes so nicely. If you guys don't know, it of course helps it last longer. Usually my husband and I cannot go through 2 loaves that quickly. So it is a good price at Costco. That's why I like to get it there. And then I just put it straight away into the freezer and take it out slice by slice when needed. So I got the soft wheat variety today. I think this is our first time getting this one. Sometimes I also like the Kirkland 21 grain. That one's good as well. And then sometimes I also get the Stone Mill Bakehouse bread, but I was feeling the soft wheat today. So this should be good to have for sandwiches and toast and things like that. Moving right along to the refrigerated items, I actually only got 1 organic baby spinach today, and that is because we have been getting a local produce box delivered every week or almost every week, and we have been getting so much produce from them that I haven't needed to buy a lot of produce elsewhere. So I only got 1 baby spinach today. Usually I get 2 boxes, and this of course is so great to put in everything. I usually put it in soups and stews because it just wilts right in. You can also do it in tofu scrambles. You can freeze it and add it into smoothies. It's just so versatile and actually a really great price at Costco. And then also just a couple berries. I got the organic blueberries and strawberries. I actually opened these both this morning and took some out for our oatmeal, and I'm very sad that berry season is ending. I'll probably go back to buying frozen fruit within a month or so, but at least I was able to get these today. Also, if you need any washing or storage tips for your berries, I do have a video for that. I will link it down below in case you want to check it out. Up next, steel cut oats. This is our morning staple. We eat oatmeal pretty much every Monday through Friday, and I usually just make a big batch at the beginning of the week and then either add fresh or frozen fruit to it, and that is our breakfast pretty much every morning. So usually I buy the quick cooking steel cut oats from Bob's Red Mill, and last time I went they did not have any, and this time I went they had this brand instead. So this is a new brand for us. I don't think I've ever bought their oats or oatmeal before. The brand is Stoked Oats. These are also quick cooking steel cut oats, which is great because then they only cook for 1 minute in the Instant Pot. They are also organic and glyphosate free, which is great, and gluten free, which is not that important to me, but I know it is to some people. So I'm excited to try these, and hopefully this bag will last us a while. It is 3 kg, which I think should last us at least a few months. Next up, just some baking supplies. I like to get the pure vanilla extract from Costco. I find it's a really good size and good price, and it lasts a really long time. So this one I use for baking, and then I also have vanilla powder, which I use for items that don't get baked. And I was a little skeptical to get it the first time, but I have been using it for about a year now, and I can say it is pretty good quality, and it is a really good value for the price. Apple cider vinegar, I used to use this a lot actually for salad dressings, and I feel like now I use a lot of other types of vinegars, so I don't actually use this for anything other than baking, but I ran out, and of course Costco only sells really large sizes, and this was only $8.50, so even though it's gonna last me a really long time, I thought it's still a really good value. Or if anyone knows any other really good uses for apple cider vinegar, let me know in the comments below. And then just chocolate chips, these of course are also used for baking. If you guys don't know, these are accidentally vegan. So I like to get these every few months and then just put them in chocolate chip cookies or energy balls or trail mix, things like that. If you guys haven't seen my snack video, I will link it down below. I have lots of uses for vegan chocolate chips in there. Peanut butter, of course, is great for so many things. I actually really like Costco's peanut butter. I prefer a crunchy peanut butter. If they had that option at our Costco, I would definitely get it. But at least this is only a 1 ingredient peanut butter, which is what we prefer. And these 2 jars, which are pretty large, I think they're each 1 kg, these will last us quite a while. And then of course, we'll just use this in things like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, peanut butter on toast, sometimes in sauces. We'll do like a peanut dipping sauce with spring rolls, of course, apples and peanut butter, crackers and peanut butter, sometimes in dessert hummus as well. So many uses for peanut butter. I feel like chickpeas are my most commonly used bean. I'll either be making them into hummus or into a dessert recipe or into roasted chickpeas or a cheese sauce. I actually have a recipe video with 5 different ways to use up your chickpeas if you are looking for more chickpea inspiration, but these are definitely a staple in our household, and this one will last us at least a few months. This is an 8-pound or 3.6 kg bag. And last but certainly not least, this is actually maybe the most exciting purchase of this whole haul, and that is this big bag of organic flour. This is 11.3 kgs and it was $18. Last time I bought it, which was only back in March or April, it was only $14. So prices are definitely rising, my friends. But we were all out of flour, and this I most often use to make sourdough. I do love baking sourdough bread, which is why this is the most exciting purchase. And when I make sourdough, I usually make about 4 loaves at a time. I just find it's easier once I have everything out just to make them all at the same time. So that takes about 2 kgs of flour right there. So you may think that 11 kgs of flour is a lot, but when you're using 2 kgs at a time, it does go pretty quickly. But I'm very excited to get back into bread baking. I think with fall coming, there's gonna be a lot more baked goods as well. So this will be necessary. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you wanna see how I use up all this food, make sure you are subscribed. And with that, let's eat plants, and I'll see you guys next time.